Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna be sharing with you how I prepared myself for my Nclex exams within 10 days. So if you are a nursing student, you're prepping yourself for your Nclex, PN, because I'm a PN right now, or you are watching this for your loved one, or you're still in nursing school, you just kind of want to see like what to expect, definitely this is the video for you to watch. So without much further ado, let's get started.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until...
Alright guys, so when I passed my exit exams, I was actually very sick. But then I was like, let me register myself for the Nclex. Let me take it to maybe like a month to prior me, after finishing my exit exams, such that, because I didn't want to take so long, because I think you have like 3 years maybe, or maybe I don't know, maybe you have 3 years to sit for your Nclex after you finish your your with school. But for me, I wanted to do it right there and then. Reason being, I didn't want to forget, there's a lot of content, because I prepared myself for the exit exams. I wanted to do it like closer to that, so that I don't I just be done with books anyway. All right, so I scheduled myself for June 20th, but along the line, after like 2 weeks, that was in May, along the way I was like, let me just postpone it, take it further to July, because I was like, my body was not there. And guys, when you are sick, your body's like, I don't care about anything else. So I just wanted to concentrate on me getting better before I embark on my books. So 10 days to the date that I put first for June, something just told me to check my email. So I checked, I went there, I had a notification that I'm supposed to do my exams in June. So when I went to PSI, they had not actually postponed my exams, they had not rescheduled me. So I was like, I started panicking right there. My anxiety went through the roof. Like I was frustrated. I got so scared. So I had to get onto my books. I had to start prepping myself like right there and then. So, and here are some of the things that I used. Okay, before we actually even get to the Nclex part, I had accumulated so much resources, so much materials that I used, and that I was using even when I was doing nothing. Like I just wanted to chill. Actually, I had something. So first things first, I got this. I got this while I was in my second semester, and this was amazing for me at that time. This is pharmacology, as you can see. It's in Amazon, and it has I'm telling you, like, this is it. This has everything. So this was in my bag. If I'm driving, if I'm at work, this was always in my bag, because I was struggling in farm. Like I really needed to know my stuff, because farm is hard. Okay, I also had this, the MedSurge. MedSurge is for me, MedSurge was the hardest. So I also had this. I also got this from Amazon, and yeah, always in my bag. So these two, they are heavy, but they are always in my bag. If you could take a screenshot so that you guys can go buy it, or I'm gonna insert everything, like whatever I'm gonna use here, I'm gonna put it in the description. So also this one, I can swear by this one. Extremely helpful, especially with the insulin, with whatnot, glucose, whatnot. And then it has it has like these nice funny cartoons that they have used here, and it makes things easier for you not to forget. Okay, so easy. So another book that I used, we used mostly, I'm telling you, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. This book. This is the book they give us like on first semester. So like by the time you're done with school, you even don't remember it. So this book, you see, I actually have this like flagged it with these nice things, like every page. This is so good. Okay, this is so good. So again, if you don't have it, I guess you can get it on Amazon, or I don't know, you can get it on Amazon. I believe Amazon has everything. But this, my school gave us this. This one, no, this is not even for Nclex, but it's good to have it. So there you go, and there you go. So again, these things, if you're watching this, if you're watching this in 2023, this might not be helpful, because again, the way things are, Nclex is having a different version of questions, so this might not be helpful, but again, it's worth watching, so that at least you kind of get the idea. Because even if they change the system, their system of doing exams, it's not going to be like super big. So again, make sure you have some of these things. Okay, these ones I also got the, I could use them once in a while. I could play games with my kids. This one, because again, this is my own preference. These are like flashcards, whatnot. So it helped me, I'm telling you. It comes in this bag, also on Amazon. I'm gonna link it on the description below. I got this one while I was in first semester, and to be honest with you, I used this throughout, because like it's, I mean, you are in nursing school because of the human body, so it's good to understand how each and every part of the human body operates, so that when something is not right, it's good to know the right, such that if something is out of the ordinary, you know that this is not good. So this is important. Okay, so on to the next. Our school gave us this book. It's this big. So again, to be honest with you, I didn't use this book much, even though some other people are like, oh, it's good, it's that, blah blah blah. I never used I used it, but not as in depth as you can see. Some of the pages are just like so new. I never used it, but it's a very good resource. Also, Sounders, they do have their own app, so the same thing, they're gonna have it. So this is also good because it has the questions, it has the rationales, and it's kind of in brief. Like, this is the whole nursing. The 1 year or 2 years you're in school is, in this book, everything. All right, so on to UWorld. My school gave us access to UWorld. They paid for it, but because again I was sick, I didn't use it as much. So by the time I realized that I had my exams within 10 days, I went back to my computer and I realized that I had like 4 days for it to expire. So I kind of had to revamp it to renew my subscription for the next like 14 days. So I used UWorld a lot. I'm telling you guys, if you want to pass your Nclex and you don't have UWorld, that's it. I can swear by UWorld. I'm not like this is not like a paid promotion or whatever, but UWorld, the rationales, the way they are so in depth, like forget about the questions. For me, I wasn't even interested in getting the questions right. I could just read the question. Another tip: read the question, understand the question before you even look on the answers. So I could read and kind of try to think of it in my head, like, okay, if they are saying this, so this is wrong, this is right, might be, kind of eliminate. Mark my words, these two apps, one is called Quizlet, the other one is called Socrates. I can swear. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna share this. I'm actually gonna take like a screen recording and then I include that clip here. So guys, as you can see, as I told you, this app called Socrates, this one, you click on it and then it is nice and simple. You just go to whichever question you want to. For instance, we have this question here. You just kind of take a picture of this like that and then kind of adjust it, and you press go. and then the app is gonna analyze the problem, and then it's gonna take you to a site which might have or sites which have answers to the same problem. And another thing, it's not like it's not all the time it's gonna give you like all the answers, but 90% is gonna give you, like now for instance, as you can see, all this, and it's able to tell you like it's gonna give you all like how can I put this, like all the sites with a similar question. So like now for instance, we have Quizlet, there's an answer on Quizlet, Sheg, Course Hero, you know, and so many other things. Personally, I do prefer Quizlet, so I'm gonna click there, and voila. And also, as you can see, this one has 20 terms. It means like 20 questions. So this book here, the questions over here on this book that I gave you, they had 10 questions, but once you click or you take the question onto the internet, it's gonna take you to Quizlet. Quizlet is gonna give you almost answers. So over here you can go down and like look the question up, and you know, it's gonna give you the answer. Sometimes it gives you an explanation or rationale. So I think it's a good resource to have as a student and as someone who's prepping yourself to do for your Nclex. Also, you can also screenshot this on your you know, from your laptop or computer. You can just take, you know, open the app and then take a screenshot and do the same thing. It's gonna do the same thing. I don't know whether this app is compatible with the computers, but for me, I have it on my phone, so because it's easier for me that way. Okay, so I like it. Another app that I'm gonna show you guys is the Quizlet app. So if we come up here, we just type Quizlet. So I do have Quizlet, and as you can see, this is like my account. So I have so many folders here that I made, and it has my stuff literally from first semester to my last time in school. So here I made this folder called Nclex Prep, and here I have different topics, different chapters. Like this one, the Nclex PN practice, it has 150 questions. This one has 268 questions. This one 100 questions. This one 77 questions, just to name but a few. And also, if you can say view all, so this is all. I just kind of grouped them. So like whenever I used to, I wanted to do something to do like a revision, I could just come up here, like if it's ATI, you could just press on it, and it has 310. So all this, and you can knock this out within a night, within an hour, and you're good to go. MedSurg 2, maternity and pediatric exit exam practice. Again, this one has different segments. Nclex pass point for endocrine, UWorld 100. You can do this. This has 140 questions. Again, I found this to be so useful. It has another UWorld. So for me, Quizlet is an app that you can download on your phone, but you can also use it on your on your usual browser on your laptop. So what I would do, I would just get like a question, I kind of like double click on it, and then copy and paste it on a different URL, and then it's gonna open, and then it's gonna take me. It obviously, Google brings you the answers, like the sites which have the answers, but for me, number one which would come out is the Quizlet, I guess, because I was using Quizlet a lot. And then Quizlet, for instance, if this book, like you are revising using this book, a certain chapter, the chapter is gonna give you like 10 answers, but when you use Quizlet is gonna give you like 100. For instance, let's say you are on the cardiovascular, on the cardiovascular, adult cardiovascular. So by the end of the chapter, they give you 15 questions. Okay, so that's 15 questions. They're not going to help. So if you go to Quizlet is gonna bring you like 150 questions from different people who contribute to Quizlet, and then you're gonna study that. That's what I did. So I would use that, and then instead of wasting my time like trying to like understand everything, I could just go onto Quizlet, and it gives me everything I need to know. I study on it. They had some questions and answers, they have rationale, so I'll spend my time on that. Socrates is also another app that you should have as a nursing student. Like, see, I've not even deleted them. Socrates is an app, is like a phone, it's like an camera, an app with a camera. It has this tiny owl. It's right here. I'm gonna include everything here. So what this does, you just click on it and then it opens this camera. Okay, hold on. Okay, it wants me to speak with it. That's here. So you see, it's a camera. So what you would do, you just like, once you open it, just place it on the question that you want, be it on your laptop, on your PC or whatever, and take a screenshot, and then take like a picture of it. And then now you have to kind of you click on it. Socrates is gonna search the internet for you and bring you all the websites which have that answers to that question. So it's you to choose either Quizlet, Chegg, Google, or whatever. It's up to you. So for me, Socrates made my work very easy. I had 10 days to prepare myself. I had another assessment on Quizlet, on UWA, that I had not touched, so I had to rush. I was studying between 18-20 hours a day from morning till morning. Like I could maybe sleep maybe 2 hours, and then my head is like, you need to get up and study. Okay, so Socrates is also another app that is going to help you. That is if you feel it's gonna help. All right, so about UWorld, they have this how can I say, they have the Nclex style questions, kinda, but not as much as Archer Review. They have, and because I've done my research on Archer before I even subscribed to them, and they come, Archer Review, they have like bundles, so it's you to choose like which bundle you want. Maybe I think 15 days, or maybe 30 days, or 60 days, or within 90 days. That is if you have like 3 months to prepare yourself for Nclex. Again, most people say like, you need to separate, there's no way you can pass your Nclex, you can study your Nclex within 2 weeks. You need to take like a whole year, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months to prep yourself. I didn't do that simply because I had things going on, but I made it. So I'm telling you, Archer Review, I was using it while I was in school, towards the exit exams. I used that one too, and I feel like when I look at it, when I compare the two of them, I think that both of them, they complement one another. So if I were to do Nclex again, not anytime soon, I definitely would go back to UWorld and Archer Review. I always say Archer. Forgive me, I'm from Kenya, I have an accent. So like, this is my Archer Review account, so I need to kind of like subscribe to it. So I don't need it. So this is how it looks like, and it has really good material. But then bear in mind, like, they have like a few misspellings and whatnot, but that shouldn't be a problem so long as you know your content. Again, this is my UWorld account, as you can see. I don't know, you can't. I still have my second test as assessment test. If I want to activate it, I could and do the exams. I never did it. I only did the first one, and the first one I got 90. I was like, another thing, with UWorld, you know, like when you're doing the exams, even the actual review, as you are doing those like quizzes, like there's a probability you're going to, you know, at first I started with a 20, I went to a 30, 40, 50, 60. I was like, oh my gosh, when am I gonna get to 70? When am I gonna get to 80? Like I was failing. But then I was like, you know what, I don't care. So I could just go, because I don't have time for this, I could just go click, read through the question, and then try to figure out, kind of like eliminate the good ones and the bad ones, and figure out which is best. If I don't get it, definitely it's gonna give me the answers right here. So those are some of the things that I really did. Like I don't have time to be thinking about this. I just click any answer. Obviously I was reading the question, then it gives me, if I get it wrong, I don't care much. Like, okay, I got 40, I got 20, I got whatnot. And let me tell you, don't let those things discourage you, because what you need, you really want to understand the material. UWorld is not Nclex. They're not going to give you a certificate for that. So what you need is to get your questions, everything. So the reviews, not the reviews, the rationales. Oh my god, the rationales. Guys, read the UWorld rationales. The difference between UWorld and actual review, they will not give you the rationale. You know, like the UWorld, I mean, UWorld is like, everybody who is doing nursing knows UWorld. UWorld will tell you, okay, this answer was right because of ABC. This was not right because of ABCD. You know? And then the more you do it, the more things kind of start to seem similar. You know, you get used to it, and then it's timed. So sometimes I could time myself and be like, okay, let me do like 30 questions within maybe like 15 minutes and see. You know, obviously that's too much. But then I was working on my pace, because as you know, Nclex, time is of essence. So yeah, so you want definitely, if you want to pass your Nclex, look into UWorld. It's also a very good resource. And if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. At the end of this video, if you are interested, it's going to be like a giveaway. I want to say like a giveaway. Yes, so I could give you this test. I could send it to you. You don't have to buy it. That is if you're interested, or if you exhausted your test, I could send this to you for free, because I paid for it. It's still here, so I could give it to you. I don't know also, but I don't know if, because I don't know if I have access, but from the look of things, I think I still have access to it, because I didn't do it, but I don't know until when. Also with actual review, I do have good material from them. I kept their notes, and also you can check their YouTube channel. They have YouTube channel, they have lessons. And then one thing about actual review, I think the professor who is teaching there, she's so nice, she's so amazing. She's gonna tell you like, this is Nclex loves this kind of thing, like watch out for this. So bear in mind, have your notes done, do your flashcards. Like, I'm using this, all these, and this is just a few, all these notes, all these. But these ones I was doing them while I was in school, but again, this helped me like to kind of, lessen things up. It made it easier for me. So another thing, guys, I want to share with you. Did I tell you these things? I don't know, did I tell you about this? I guess I did. Another thing I want to share with you guys is like use YouTube. YouTube is another good resource for prepping yourself for the Nclex. Number one, let me tell you, there's so much on the internet, on YouTube, but the people that I found to be like really useful, like I could listen to, like I was not one of those people, like if I'm driving to work, to anywhere, like I'm listening to music. No, I would just start, listen to these people while I'm driving. I could listen to them when I'm doing cleaning the house, I'm doing ABCD in the house. Like I could just listen to them. So please go to YouTube, check out Simple Nursing by Nurse Mike. He is so good. Like his notes, actually his website, His notes, they're just, even his videos, they're just like this, you know, some kind of funny cartoons. They're so easy for you to remember. This is for pharmacology. So his work is just amazing. He has a website you can subscribe to his website and get the material. But I'm telling you, this is one of the persons that you really want to look at. And YouTube, for his YouTube is kind of it's free, but if you want like in-depth, obviously you can subscribe. Another person that I highly recommend is registered nurse RN, that is Nurse Sarah. Oh my goodness, this lady, I don't know, girl. This lady knows everything. This, if you are an RN, if you are a PN, girl, please go check her out. I don't know whether there's any nursing student who doesn't know her. Like, go check her channel. I'm gonna link all of these people here, their channel, so that you can go check them out. Another great person is Miss Mary, RN Nursing School Success. That is, if you are a PN student, I highly recommend Miss Mary RN. Like, she goes through this, like all the material, like the classroom material. She also has another video like Nclex bootcamp. She will also tell you like what to look out for, the tricky words. Is it tricky words? What, you know, the Nclex style questions, like how they set it up. She is amazing. I used her like throughout, like she helped me during when I was prepping myself for my end of semester exams. Amazing. All right, Mark Claymac, honestly I didn't use him much, but I listened to him from here to Princeton, because there's a center, the PSI, Pearson View PSI, where I started my Nclex, where I did my Nclex from. So I listened to his video, the prioritization and delegation video. That is the only thing that I can say that really helped me, because I feel like most of his videos, I even can't find them online. When I was trying to do like a kind of a small research for you guys, I didn't find him. But his prioritization delegation, if I find the video, I'm gonna link it here. Let me tell you this, I listened to him for like 30 minutes, and when I finally went inside to do my exam, 50% of the questions were based on what he was talking about. Like, that was so strange. Like, delegation, I'm telling you, now Nclex is about safety. Nclex they want you to know, they want you to tell them that you are a safe nurse. You need to know your labs, your numbers, like how to prioritize your assignments. Are you gonna say another thing? Know your sugars. Oh my god, know your sugars, your med math. Okay, so while I was still in school, because I was struggling so much with math, I was struggling so much with pharmacology. Oh my gosh, I hated pharma. I was prepping myself, you know, like, you don't need to do this, but that's what I did for me. Okay, I did this board. It's too white, you can't see it. I was struggling, let's say, with antibiotics. Oh my gosh, I hated, like, my first test on farm, so what I did like this board here. I have penicillin, cephalosporins, tetracyclines, whatnot, you know, fluoroquinolones, whatnot. So here I was able to, you know, like, to kind of classify my stuff. So, and it was on by the side where I was studying. So even if I'm doing nothing, if I'm standing there, it's right there, I'm watching it. So it's stuck on my head. And another thing is, like, for me, when I make notes, it's when I learn, because I'm reading and I'm writing. I'm reading, I'm writing, guys. I'm telling you, I have a ton of notes, like, and books and pens, because I am a writer. That's how I classify myself, because I'm one of those people who procrastinates. But then I guess it's because like when I was doing my studies, I used to write, like when I write, I don't forget. So yeah guys, I'm telling you guys, if you failed your Nclex and you are like second guessing yourself, just know you're smart. I'm thinking maybe you need to, the reason probably why you failed is because you have not mastered the Nclex style questions, which I think Archer Review and Quizlet are good at. That's why they are there. You should definitely do a lot of questions. And yeah, I could do like 300-400 questions in a day, but not obviously not on UWorld alone. What I did is using I was using my Quizlet a lot, because Quizlet apparently they have a lot. So I would go there, knock out all, because I was reading the question, go straight to the answer. And like UWorld, for me, the fact that it was timed, it would make me panic. So that's why I could just click on one topic, and then let's say I choose like 5 questions, I go through them. If I get one wrong, I just take my phone, go to my Socrates, take a picture, take it to Quizlet, and then Quizlet brings me like a gazillion questions and answers, and then I would go through everything. Because Quizlet, the good thing with Quizlet, the people who put it up there, they have categorized most of their work. So if it's chapter 5, 6, chapter 39 or whatever, it's gonna be there. And then on that one particular chapter, they're gonna bring you like 200 questions. So I mean, 200 questions, you go through 200 questions, you are going to understand, like really understand your thing. Finally, the most important thing for me that helped me, I'm a mom, I have young kids, so sometimes I get busy here. Even in school, like you want some peace and quietness. It's not gonna happen, especially when you have young kids. So what I did, I went to YouTube and I got my study music. I went to Amazon, I got my headphones, my noise cancellation. Like I invested on my beats. So I got my study music, which helped me a lot. Like once I have them on, like the whole world, I could shut the whole world out and just hit on my books. Like that's how it was. So yeah, if you want, I'm gonna link my study music here, definitely. But maybe it's not your style, because honestly there's no way you can concentrate if you're playing like club music, rap, whatnot, because at the end of the day you'll end up like singing along and you forget. Okay. And so this music, I'm gonna link it. Just listen to it if you like it. If you don't, look for something that really that is nice and soothing. And me, my study times were overnights, because during the day obviously it's a lot. Like it was Monday through Friday, so if I come home, like kids are blah blah blah, so I could just I study well at night, because I know there's nobody calling me, then like traffic noises, whatnot, and I have my headphones on with my study music. Like I could go and then I could study until like, oh my gosh, it's 7 a.m. I need to go to school. It's 6 a.m. I need to go to school. That is that. So towards like the last another tip that I can tell you guys, know your test area, test center. So for me, I went there prior, because I didn't know the one that I'm used with was fully packed. Like there was no space like to go there. And being COVID, they're being cautious. So initially, before COVID, they could take maybe a lot of people in one room, but now because of COVID, they kind of want like a certain amount of number of people in there. So go there, visit if you don't know the place, and kind of okay, this route, I'm gonna use this route, am I gonna come in the morning, is there traffic here, figure out those things, like where is parking and such kind of things. And once you get there, dress warm. Don't wear heavy jackets with hoodies, whatnot. Just dress warm because it's cold in there. At least for me, I guess, because of my runouts. Dress warm. And if you need to use the bathroom, I'm telling you, it's like another TSA. Is it TSA? The airport people, it's like that. They're gonna pat you up and down, like head to toe. They're gonna check you everywhere, and then they're gonna, as soon as you walk in, they're gonna ask you to go to the bathroom, wash your hands, and then come pick up your number, and then sit down. I think they give you paperwork to fill out, then you take it back, paperwork, and then you take your identification, and I don't know what. If you have like a staff, I would prefer you leave them inside your car, because even though they have like lockers, I don't like leaving my things in the lockers, because you don't know who had something in there, because again, it's COVID. And some other funny animals, tiny crawlers. I don't want to leave my things there. So I left my phone in the car, left my jacket in the car. The only thing that I had is just my ID, and which I had like in a Ziploc, and that's it. And I don't know what else they wanted. ID, I think something. Yeah, you sit down, and then they're gonna call you in. They're gonna call you, take your picture, take fingerprints, girl. If you've been doing funny stuff, they're gonna know. They're gonna take your fingers. I'm kidding. They're gonna take your fingerprints, and then you're gonna see. They're gonna call you in. They're gonna pat you. That room, I think, is soundproof. And another thing, oh my god, I am that person. Like when people start doing, finishing the exams and leaving, I start panicking. I am like, oh my god, so and so has left, this person has left, am I the only person? So I get so anxious. But this time around, thank god they gave me a corner. I was like, thank you, Jesus. They gave me a corner, and if you want, they have headphones over there, they have earplugs. So I plugged my ears and the headphones, because I switched everything off, and then you are in your own docket, like in your own space. I was like, just like this, because obviously, not only nursing students take the exams from, by using Pearson VUE, PSI. There are so many real estate, different careers, different whatever. They do their exams there, so some they finish faster, and then because you don't know that what they were doing, it's not like Nclex, they finish, you're like, oh my gosh. And then I stopped at 75. I was looking, I was almost calling the guy, because I was expecting 80, because apparently because I had listened to some people here on YouTube talk about it. I was like, they were, mine stopped at 80, mine stopped at 112. I was expecting that, but mine stopped at 75. But stopping at 75 doesn't mean that you got it. It might mean like you are performing so poorly that the computer is like, you need to go home, you need to go back to school. Sometimes it could mean that, or it could mean you did well. And another thing is, like, the harder the questions, because if you get this question right, the next question is gonna be hard. And I'm telling you, I felt like my exam was so hard, but I could know this one I did good. Okay, the other one I got right. The other one, okay, this one I got. This is not gonna happen, because when I would get something so obvious, I'll be like, okay, the other one I got wrong, so they're giving me something, that I know. Oh my goodness! And then they kept on getting hard and hard and hard. Oh God, it's an experience, guys. It's an experience. And then there's a survey. So the next upcoming generation Nclex questions, it's gonna be different than this one. And when I did the survey, I was like, oh, I like this, I liked that one compared to this one, because I feel this one is hard. But the other one, I liked it. Definitely it's something in the near future when I go for my RN, I think I'm gonna like it. Okay, I think I'm gonna like it. So yeah, guys. And also, before the Nclex, make sure you take a day off, kind of, maybe the day 2, maybe you have exams tomorrow, your Nclex is tomorrow. Take today off, or maybe even a weekend off. Go relax. Don't think or talk about books, about nursing. Go do something else with your friends, with your family, by yourself. Go shopping. Kind of enrich and revamp and recharge and relax, because you don't want to go there being like oh my god. You want to be relaxed. It's important that you relax. Okay guys, so what else have I not told you? There's something that I forgot that I wanted to share with you is the select all that apply questions. So for instance, on let's use UWorld, they have a lot of select all that apply questions. So what they do nowadays, at least on my time, sometimes all the answers could be the answers. So bear that in mind, and most of my questions actually were select all that apply, so just bear in mind. If you're not conversant with that, or if you are not comfortable with that, definitely start working on that right now, because otherwise you're gonna And what else? Again, like I mentioned, I do have some study material that I got, that I have for Nclex, so just in case if you are interested, let me know in the comments down below. What you need to do is subscribe to my channel, comment down below, head over to my Instagram, or just DM me on Instagram or even Facebook. Let me know that if you need the material so that I can send it to you guys, because I have not deleted like all these. This is wonderful. Guys, if you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up so that I will know what you like. YouTube will be able to tell what you guys like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I post, you will be among the first people to receive my post. And let's build a family.